My name is Jason.
And I'm Allie.
We are the Style Guys. And we are so excited to be where we are right now. We have been exploring the south coast of Oaxaca with Bayside Real Estate all week. We did a stay and play for the last 4 days, and we are gonna share our beautiful experience with you.
So we arrived at the beautiful Huatulco airport. It was so seamless and so easy. It wasn't busy at all. We were in and out in less than 20 minutes, which was amazing.
Yeah, we've been to other destinations in Mexico where you wait and wait and wait for your bags, and then you wait to go through customs. This was a real breeze, and we were greeted by the beautiful boys from Bayside. Door open, ready to greet us. So generous.
Ellie, hello guys.
Okay, we have arrived, smooth sailing. We actually got in a little earlier than expected, but we're all about it.
Yeah, that was the easiest arrival and departure. The airport, piece of cake. We actually got in early and we are ready to explore. We are ready to stay and play.
And we're ready for the heat. Absolutely fantastic. And then they took us to where we were going to spend the next 3 nights, and that was Casa Bishu. And oh my God, let's just talk about how beautiful that place is.
Yeah. The property is absolutely stunning. It's on a gorgeous little beach that, of course, is very swimmable as well, which we loved. The view is fantastic. We had a jacuzzi suite and everything.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
What a treat.
Ah, this is beautiful.
Yes.
I think we're gonna be very happy here too. Look at this view. Wow. This is great.
Oh, gracias.
Salud.
The food was delicious, and so we checked in. Again, a seamless check-in, absolutely fantastic. Put our bags down, and then we headed to Zipolite. Which was a fantastic experience. We'd been there before, but we knew we had to go back with the Bayside team, and it did not disappoint. We did a beautiful watch of the sunset. It was completely magical, and then of course we went for dinner.
Yes, well, we had to have that mezcalita for sure.
Oh yes, obviously, obviously.
And then we had a gorgeous dinner at El Alquimista, which if you have not been, put it at the top of your list. It's absolutely stunning, great spot, and they have incredible food too. What did we have? We had the whole fish.
The whole fish, which
Red
was
snapper.
catch of the day, and it was absolutely fantastic. And the ambiance at this place is nothing like I've ever seen before, so that's definitely a must stop. We had a couple of glasses of wine, and then it was time for bed because it had been a long day, and we were getting ready for day 2. So day 2 brought on a whole day of looking at properties. Now Jason and I have been looking for vacation properties for quite some time, so we met up with Lane and off we went.
Just don't even worry about it. Just go in there and oh, it's beautiful.
We're gonna love everything. So our first stop was a little house at the top of La Mina, and it's called Estrella de la Mar.
Cute. This is so cute. Okay, this is very, very cute. And then that view.
From everywhere, you can't really miss it.
It's amazing.
This was such a cute bungalow. It was so darling.
It was absolutely, like, I think could have been the perfect vacation home. It was pink, it was really cute on the inside, and of course the view from there was absolutely spectacular. The pool was fantastic, just a really well appointed space that I think that we could see ourselves living in.
Absolutely, and so easy for us to rent when we weren't there. I think this is like turnkey. The layout is, you know, it's a very simple bungalow layout, but those views, having your own pool, and then having the community pool, and gorgeous little beach at the bottom of the hill.
Our next stop was Viewpoint. Now this is a condo unit that is in Puerto Angel, and it is beautiful. You can't go wrong with beautiful views. The beach was right there. They had a gorgeous pool area as well. And I mean, the moment we walked in, everybody was saying hi to us. So that felt really, really nice.
You can tell there's a really strong sense of community there. And we were chatting a little bit with some of the people in the hallways, and they were all just so nice. You can tell they're loving their experience at Viewpoint. Lots of good things about it. It's actually designed to look like a cruise ship. And when you're in one of those units, it's like the water is all underneath you. It is just incredible.
Yeah, the views from every single bedroom were absolutely fantastic. Like, it was just, again, a well-appointed kitchen. There was 2 bathrooms, and just a beautiful design. Like, I thought it was really, really nice.
It would really be move-in ready.
Yeah, which is key. Absolutely. And of course, while we were traveling to all these different places, we stopped in at local grocery shops. We stopped in at a beautiful Viewpoint. And this is what's so great about the stay and play is that, you know, Bayside really knows the ins and outs and places to take us so that we feel like we're part of the Mexican community already. So that felt really, really nice.
Yeah, to have that feeling like you're already a local before you even bought a home here is pretty special. So our next stop was at a new development. It hasn't been built yet, but we got a chance to go explore the property. And this is called Villas Pelicanos, and it is on Playa Aragon. So just a stone's throw away from Zipolite, and then San Agustinillo on the other side. The views, beautiful. It's gonna be it would actually be a really good space for us because you can just walk right down to the beach. What did they say? It's about 40 steps or something like that. Yeah. They're gonna have a nice little community vibe. There's gonna be a little beach club. So this is an absolute contender, and the style,
I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, we looked at some renderings and the interior finishes are just stunning. And it really sort of plays out that sort of stylish moment. I mean, you know, they're using local materials, which I think is really important to us. So that part of it, I mean, was a standout. The interior design, the finishes, the views, and also the material choices that they're going to be using. And we're really excited to maybe even, you know, talk to the developers and the architects to really get a good sense of what their design was for that.
So our last stop was a really special piece of property, and this is called Villas Bisnaga. Now, it is way up on the top of the hill. You have got this panoramic view that is absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, the most beautiful thing is they actually have lookouts that are already set up so you can see what the view will be from each of the properties, which I thought was super special. Again, we saw some renderings of the interiors and it was just magical. Again, it sort of has this like modern Mexican vibe. And for me, that was sort of what did it for me. When I looked at those renderings, I was like, this could be ours one day.
Yeah, we even got to have a little dip while we were there because they have a small pool, so you can really get that feeling of what life would be like in your own pool, overlooking that beautiful coastline.
Absolutely.
And it's pretty tough to beat. And it's all about slow living up there, as they say, which we think is really great. You can definitely feel the magic when you put your feet in the sand up there. Of course, while we were at Villas Bisnaga, we also got to go down to the little beach. You could walk down that hill or maybe drive, but you get down there and it's like you are absolutely on a beach that nobody's ever been to. Like, I felt like I was on Gilligan's Island or something. Like, there's nobody here. There's no buildings. There's just beautiful sand, a nice little swimming beach, and that giant rock. There's something just so magical about it.
And we had to end our day with a delightful dinner at Baco, which is in Zipolite, and probably one of the best pizzas I've ever had.
Yeah, though they really know what they're doing. Apparently it's an Italian chef owner, and he's really brought some special cuisine to the area. It's all the locals' favorite place, and you know, we feel like we've got the inside scoop.
Now, day 3 was a bit of an early start, but we were okay with that because we got to go to the most magical lagoon and crocodile sanctuary in Ventanilla.
Yeah, I mean, it was so beautiful. There's so much nature. We got to see all the crocodiles, including we got a rare sighting of the oldest and the biggest crocodile at the sanctuary.
And he had a name, Picudo. He was really cute, but scary at the same time.
Yeah, we didn't pet him.
But yeah, no, this place was really lovely because they actually took us around. We went for a walk. There was a little island that we went to, and we got to drink some fresh coconuts, which was awesome. The juice was fantastic, and he actually opened it up. We got to eat the meat. Of course, we had to have a little mezcal because that is something that is very delicious. And you kind of have to have a little bit of mezcal every day while you're here. And what else did we see?
Well, there was the spider monkey was there. You could see all the little baby crocodiles that had just hatched. So before they go out into the lagoon, they were all hanging out. It was just such a magical thing to see, and something that we were talking about. Hey, we would love to bring our friends here.
And then, of course, after that, we had to have a little brunch moment. So we headed to Mazunte.
Yeah, so we ended up finding a place right on Rinconcito Beach, and which is in Mazunte, and it is called El Arquitecto. Really cool brunch spot, a really busy vibe. You can tell all the digital nomads were there, working on their laptops, having their Zoom calls, having coffee, and it was just such a great, delicious, and fun spot to have lunch.
Absolutely, and then of course we did a little walk on the beach to sort of see what it was like. We did a bit of a swim. Jason actually did more of a swim than I did because I'm a bit of a baby when it comes to the waves, but that's okay. I still dipped my toes in the sand and in the water, and it was beautiful.
And then we finished the day by doing something that has actually been on our bucket list. We were so excited to do it, and that is to go watch the sunset from Puna Keda. So if you don't already know, this is the southernmost tip of Mexico geographically. Standing at the end, you could watch the sunrise and set all in the same day. For sunset.
Yeah, it's like a magical experience. It's like, you know, everybody starts their journey up to the very top of this cliff, and it just felt like a magical sort of soul-searching sort of moment when we saw this sunset. It was just magic, and we actually could see pelicanos from standing there, which is so crazy to me that you can see it from so far.
Yeah, everybody has to do it. It's very special, and I might have even cried a little bit.
You did shed a tear or two, but I think it was a magical experience, and you know, for us to get to have that, I think actually sealed the deal that this is a magical place, and we need to buy a place here.
These last few moments watching the sunset at Puna Keda has really given us a lot to think about.
We have seen so many incredible properties, and the Bayside team has been there every step of the way, showing us all of these hidden gems, making us feel like we're locals, and we have definitely a lot to think about when it comes to staying here, looking at different properties, and we can't wait to keep you posted.
Stay tuned.